Hey everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm. So, I'm leaving the chickens and the turkeys from feeding them today. It's still really cold and super windy. I was actually it was funny. I was in the middle of the middle area with the girls feeding everybody, and the wind was like picking them up and blowing them a little bit. So I was like, y'all can stay inside the chicken coop again today. But on today's video, we are going to walk the property and see what kind of damage there is. And I've walked a little bit of it and I haven't seen much. The only big damage that I've seen is that our greenhouse has been torn, completely torn up. And we're in the process of getting it redone anyways. But let's go ahead and get into the intro so we can walk around, and we're going to start, when we come back, we're going to start in the orchard.
I'm coming home.
Alrighty, so I lied. We're actually starting on the opposite end of the chicken coop, which is the other coop that I will be cleaning up this year, because the front L shape will be turkeys. The back will be my American breasts. And I knew that this was a very kind of tree heavy area. And one thing that me and Brother Chris have talked about doing is some of the limbs that are still up, that are hanging over this area, we may go ahead and just get those down. I am going to reinforce the roof, and I'm gonna keep the roof on and just put a lot of 2x4s up to kind of help stabilize the ceiling, because I think keeping it on will keep the baby safe. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn you around and kind of show you. It's mainly limbs and stuff here. But nonetheless, they're big limbs and they're on top, and I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get them off of the coop. So yeah, it's limbs down. Oh yeah, you hear Big Daddy? I mean, all over there are, let's see if I can actually get to it. The ground is still so moist, and back here, it is super moist. I don't know if you can see, there's lots of there's a big one down there. Oop, opened up the wrong side, y'all. Ain't that a shame? But I don't know if you can kind of see back there, because I don't really want to go in there right now because it's so muddy. Is all the limbs that fell on this back area of it. Again, my plan is to go ahead and do a lot of 2x4s, and you see there's posts all over, and kind of secure these 2x4s and get more posts in, so that we can raise up and secure the ceilings while keeping it safe and covered. And the doors, these two doors, like this door, has seen better days, honey. It has seen better days. And the other one, same kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure it did its purpose back in the day, but it don't do the purpose now. So this is one of the areas, and it's right beside the orchard, but this is, especially since I'm going to be starting incubating very, very soon in April, I need to kind of make this a priority. This will be the turkey kind of roost area, but make this a priority and get it cleaned up. It will be a weekend project. So let us go, and I don't know if you can see behind me, but the wind, I mean, I needed to take it down anyways, but it brought down all, when I say all, of the corn stalks. Brought it down. And of course, just more limbs down there. The back acre, the back, it's probably 4 or 5 acres back there. I think it's half and half, so I think it's 5 and 5. It's so heavily populated with trees that I'm sure if I go back there, it's just gonna be a ton more trees down. But I'm not even really starting and thinking about that area until earliest 2025, because I have so much here to do first, like figure out why I can't open my gates. But yes, This is the orchard area. Y'all know I have a lot of work cleaning up these grapevines, which, as you can tell by my face, I'm super excited. But let's see. Yep, all the corn stalks are down, and they needed to be down anyways. A lot of tree limbs. I don't know if you can see behind me. The good thing is I don't see any trees yet. A lot limbs down over there in the start of Brother Chris and Sis Tara's entrance. Oh, a lot. Let me flip y'all around. I don't even know if y'all could probably see that well on the camera, but all over there, just limbs from this tree. But this is the entrance right here that's gonna be cleaned up. To see where that gate is back there is Chris and Tara's entrance to their plot. But walking through this area, y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area, because when I first moved, let me turn you back around. When I first moved to the area, I was mowing this area on the riding lawnmower. And I guess the people that owned the property before were lazy and did not want to get rid of barbed wire the proper way. And so they let it grow onto the ground and grow in the ground. So I did not know that. And so when I had high grass, I just brought the riding lawnmower here, and not even 2 days after I got the lawnmower had I popped both of the tires. It was a hot mess. And so I don't really take the riding lawnmower over in that area anymore until I kind of figure out, and I need to, while it's low, go over there and see what's down on the ground and what I can pull up so I can use the riding lawnmower over there, because my orchard is beautiful. Now the orchard is going to be a lot of work this year because a lot is coming down. A lot of the trees are coming down, so I can start fresh with a different type of orchard setup. But yeah, I don't see much, just really limbs over here. I don't see really anything in the pumpkin area, but we're gonna go over there because I'm gonna show you the tree that came down last storm. You may have already seen it on a video. And it was a big one, and now I need to actually start chainsawing it and cutting it into wood and letting it cure, because it's good wood for fireplaces and firewood and that kind of stuff. So let's go over to that area. All right. And the funny thing is, I guess because of the rain, our little wish it was a pond over in this area is back up, because it was not before. But I don't even know if you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. It's over there behind it. It's boop. All back there. Lots of limbs. It was probably, I don't even want to say how tall I think the tree was. It was an old one. It was an old and a big one. And it's down, and I just got to slowly like clear it up, chainsaw. But no, I mean, I'm very satisfied that not much else. I mean, there's some limbs down there, broken limbs, that kind of stuff, but nothing substantial. And any of the other structures were taken down because the wind yesterday and last night, I mean, even when the rain was gone, y'all, last night I had patio furniture blowing around on my front porch, and just blowing every which way. It was terrible winds yesterday. And that is one of the reasons that the main point of this video, which is our greenhouse, was completely ripped. So let's head over to the greenhouse and see what damage it caused. And as I'm walking to the greenhouse, I don't know if you can see all the limbs down here too. This is kind of what we call the camper area, and over in that area is where the meat birds are going to be raised next year. And I did go over there and kind of check the ground. That does not flood, very luckily. So it's a good reason to have the meat birds over there, because they'll be in the brooders, but I don't want them like having to swim for their life. But here we are at the greenhouse. I don't know, maybe the wind will blow the very top part, but it's ripped a lot of the sides here. Yeah, this side was completely ripped off. I don't know why they had that under plastic anyways, but we won't go into that. And the inside is a hot mess. Just be prepared. What we're here for is the complete tear. And it's a bummer. Again, as I said, it was in the talks of getting redone, but now it kind of has to because there's electrical wires and everything. Disclaimer, all of the electricity has been turned off out here just for safety so that we don't have, you know, fireworks in the middle of the night. But it's just, it gives me a headache even thinking about it. But it's a blessing because it's gonna have to get redone now and get redone a lot sooner than later. It was just poorly done when it was made. And y'all know last year the shade cloth ripped because of wind, and now the plastic is ripped. It's probably ripped midway, so maybe 25, 30 feet of it has ripped off. And it's a big, lean-to. I mean, it's 25 by 55, I think is what I measured it last time. So disappointing, but I'm gonna kind of flip you around so I can show you a little bit more of all the tears and damages that it caused. I mean, we got rips all over the place. And I told y'all it's a mess. And remember how pretty I had it nice and cleaned? It's because that the ground was not done properly and it was on a floodplain. I swear it. I swear it to this day that we were lied to, and this property has already been on a floodplain and always will be on a floodplain. So I'm gonna have to redo all of that, rip all of this stuff up is basically what I'm thinking. Most of all the wood stuff that is in there has to be tossed now because it wasn't treated. And when this opened up and the rain came in, as you could tell, everything got soaked. So, y'all still hear the wind? It's still crazy today, y'all. But yeah, I'm talking rips all over the place. And let me just say also this, before I end this video, one thing that I always say, yes, being frugal is great. It's wonderful. I do it. But there are some things that you have to spend the money on and get the proper thing. You want to invest in your homestead. And this plastic was not the correct plastic to use for a greenhouse. That was one. Two, they did not take care of it properly. So it's not going to pay. You're just going to be wasting money. Go ahead, put the investment in, put the money into it so that you have a quality product so that this stuff doesn't happen. And do your research, y'all. Do your research on what you need. Don't assume you know. Don't assume that YouTubers that you watch know. Do your research for your homestead. So, on that note, off of my soapbox, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I am off now to detail all of what I have and what I need to do. So I hope that you are subscribing to the channel and go ahead and hit that bell icon so you know anytime that new content drops to the channel. Also, go ahead and follow me on social media at all the social media channels, Ormsby Farms. And until next video, I will see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Y'all be blessed. Bye.
I'm coming home.